especially with all the charts and shit. I know it took it was probably a pain in the ass.
It's not a pain in the ass because it's a fucking hobby people do, and they think that they're wasting their energy when they're not. They're having fun is what they're doing. That's what astrologers are doing. They're having fucking fun. They're learning something and experimenting with something and teaching something, and it boosts their fucking ego. And that's what astrologers fucking do. And they think that they're gonna charge for it because they're broke and they're desperate for money, and they think this is the easiest way to do it. And I guess it is, but I don't fucking charge for it because that's dumb. It's a fucking hobby. Everyone's having fun through it. They'd rather be doing this than anything else. And if even after work, they'd rather be fucking doing this. So if they're lying to you, that's probably basically a fake ass lie saying that, oh, it's this exchange of energy. No, it's not. It's just you're teaching something that you fucking know about it and you have nothing else to do because you want to teach it to other people because you know something. And that's what it's there to be. After you know something, you want to go teach it because it's fun to fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fun. It's not a pain in the ass. Like, that's ridiculous for someone to even think that it's a job. It's hard work. I mean, so fucking what? You waste your time having fun and conversating with somebody about astrology. The most fucking best thing to talk about after your job, too. You know what I mean? Isn't that ridiculous how people just are?
Yeah, it is.
When they say that, like, it's ridiculous. There's desperate for money. But, oh well, I guess if they need money, I know those desperate times of desperate measures. It's sad when you lack money and you fucking want to be lazy ass bitch and you think you're an egotistical narcissist thinking that you're important in this fucking world and that you have something to add to it, which is just fine. But this knowledge is for free and it's a social opportunity. And just so what if you took years of your life to study it? You did it for a reason, is to teach people. Because if you keep it to yourself, that's kind of boring. But at least you know something. Whoopee. It's a social thing. Because astrology is ruled by Aquarius. And Aquarius is supposed to be the humanitarian. The Aquarius is supposed to share the fucking knowledge they know from the future to everyone else and leave nobody out and treat everyone like a friend. They're not supposed to go around saying, oh, you better pay for that shit. Oh, praise me now because I know something. Oh, I'm going to belittle you, which Aquariuses do like to belittle people when they get too egotistical. And, they're supposed to be the true friend. They're not supposed to be like, oh, I'm going to charge my friends. And it's supposed to be out there in social media. You know, it's a social opportunity and it's something you gain through being social too. It's a hard lesson to learn for Aquarius, the energy of Aquarius. And that's what you're learning is astrology. And that's what's ruled by Aquarius. It's ruled by Saturn. That's life lessons, discipline, restrictions, responsibility, and stuff like that. That's hilarious. Hopes, wishes, dreams, and friendship. That's just what I want to say. Hilarious.
Like all of it.
I pretty much read all of it, or I analyzed with the highlights I wanted to, but not all of it. I mean, those are just the highlights of it. There's just more into it, and I forgot to do the asteroids. Tell you about the asteroids. Fuck.
Asteroids?
Yeah, there's something called asteroids in your chart too. This little extra stuff. It's really fun though. It's the hell. Okay. Your Chiron is in Gemini, which means you have to heal yourself through communicating, and you might feel like, oh, you're perfect communicator, but it messes up somewhere, and you have some kind of bad communication problems, and you have to learn to heal yourself through communicating to make it perfection, to make yourself a perfect communicator. And then your Ceres is in Virgo, which means the way you heal other people is by being a perfectionist, showing other people how to live through their own abundance and being on time and OCDC and perfectionist and stuff. I don't know. And a relationship with animals, you can heal animals by having a relationship with animals or whatever. Some people don't like animals or want to take responsibility for them because they think that that's a nuisance when they have Chiron or Ceres in Virgo. But it's just something, if you do it, it benefits somebody more so than someone else would do it. Like, you could take on that responsibility of taking care of. Do you have any animals, or you don't want anything to do with animals? Because this might mean that you don't like animals.
Oh, I love animals.
Well, good. Then it would benefit the animals a lot, and you would be very good at it, healing the animals. and very good with animals. You could also probably be like an animal psychic if you're serious as a Virgo. And you could be very good at uh being on a farm, owning a farm, whatever, then and then being an accountant, like being good at counting money. Can you count money and do math really well?
Yeah, I used to. I picked it up real good when I used to work as a cashier.
Exactly. See? Really good at that shit. I'm not good at math at all. I fucking suck at it, and I'm stuck at just like everything that has to do with being an idiot to like reading a script or something. I'm like slow and stupid at even reading and spelling and doing math, that kind of stuff. I'm retarded at, but whatever. Your palace is in Leo, so your creative projects are um like you're so good at creative projects, like I said, and you want the spotlight for that, but you don't at the same time because Saturn in fifth house. But you what is this at parties and stuff? Like I don't know how to explain this shit. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm so confused. Your Juno's in Sagittarius, so you might want to travel and go on adventures with people that you want to marry or something like that. And you you go on adventures to find somebody that you want to marry, but it doesn't really matter. Just doesn't mean marriage is even existing for anybody. But it's just something that you play a part as, like, this is the person I want to pretend I'm married to when I'm on an adventure, and learning. And then your Vista's in Aries, so it's a gift of finding out who you are and giving you this gift of um, being assertive at the right times, even if you're Cancer, and to be a leader, and you probably already are in position to be a leader, you know, to lead the way. And that's funny because it's part of your purpose, and you have this secret gift that you have in order to just do that anyways. Blah, blah, blah. You can make money off doing it too. You can make money off your purpose because your fortune is in Aries. You make money off being some type of leader. Like you said, military or some bullshit. Is that what you're doing?
What I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. Grooviness. Hopefully you succeed. Hopefully the best for all of you, everybody. You seem nice and stuff, so probably doing good with that shit. Hmm. What'd you say? I'm calling the police. You're going to prison. You're going to jail. Did you hear me?
I I done fucked up.
Yep, you're going to jail. You're going to be sucking gas in St. Quentin. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just kidding. Ha ha. Yeah, exactly. Until Alzheimer's eventually kills you. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's gonna push you to travel if you want to be an actor. Do you want to be an actor? You probably don't want to, but if you try it, you could be it. As long as you're not a narcissist asshole. Exactly. And just realize that this position that you might be in, it could be temporary, and you might as well do as best you can at being a nice person and at the job that you're doing or whatever, at the acting stuff and expressing yourself, because you have this freedom to express yourself finally, but it's going to restrict that. If you really want to express yourself and be free to express yourself, since it's teaching you not to want to, because it's going to be like, you don't fucking need that. You're not going to do that. You're an asshole. It's beating you up until your ego is crumbled to where you don't feel like that life anymore that wants to express itself. But inside you has this really good gift that it could give this opportunity to grow and expand and be this amazing creator and expresser. It can expand this knowledge on how to create things. And then it's inside of you. It's like a seed, and it's ready to grow. But it beated you up and killed it because it didn't want you to shine in the wrong way and have unearned attention. And it made you to where you don't have the desire anymore. But it still is inside you that you have these gifts and talents. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you could do them. Just do them the right way, not the wrong way.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. To answer your question, you asked me like what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really, really would like to do military.
To do what?
Military.
Okay, there you go. That'd be part of your purpose, to gain that. Be like, I came here to do this position and have authority and be this hero and a leader. And that's what you came here to do. And that's what you wanted to do. So go do that. That's your purpose. You'll make a purpose out of that. Yep. It's not your lesson or your karma. It's just the purpose that you came here to gain. So that works for you. Yep. And you could be psychic too.
So
you
really like reading these, huh?
Yeah, but it's fun, duh, I guess. You learn something from the other person too, because they live their life. I don't live their life. I don't know nothing about their life. I'm just assuming their fucking bullshit through my own interpretation, my analyticalness of what I think is. Doesn't mean I'm 1,000% real, and I mean right. I mean I'm real, but it doesn't mean I'm right. I just want to know what y'all say, and maybe I'll pick up from that, and I'll be like, that might fit for them. They might have a little bit of extra things to say to add on to it that makes only sense for them and not for like the rest of the world of everybody else's placements. But it gives me something to learn and teach too, I guess. If that makes sense. Duh.
Yeah, it does. You just want to spread the information.
Yeah. And to make other people be aware of themselves too. That's the thing. It's good that they'll be aware of it and they can do with it whatever they fucking want.
What's your purpose? Like,
So in the military, you have to be put in a gas chamber. Like I said, 10th house Pisces is life lessons, and Pisces rule poison, suicide, and being drugs and stuff. So like your 8th house is Aquarius. So like that can make you have Alzheimer's because of the drugs that they inject you with and stuff like that. And that's part of your purpose, to kill yourself in public. That'd be sad. Hopefully not, but just show a miserable suicidal person to be compassionate for other people in public and stuff. Does that make sense? So you said you have to be in a gas chamber, and what else? What other drugs do they have to put you on? Like they inject you with shots to make you not be diseased or something? Prevent disease?
Well, I think it's just like not the non-lethal dose of mustard gas. I believe I read.
That's terrible.
If that's what you meant.
I guess.
My friends said that they felt like they were literally dying.
Wow, see? You could kill yourself through your purpose. That'd be terrible. Because your North Node's Aries and the 10th house Pisces. So it's like drawing a picture, and you came here to draw this picture, but you have to be in a body to get the pencil, the paintings, find all the colors to create this picture that you wanted to draw specifically. Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, and then you finally draw the picture, and that was your purpose. And you keep on repeating the process of perfecting it, I guess, until you die. And that's just part of your purpose, just to gain, and to do. Isn't that funny? To create this fucking bullshit, I guess. North Node. Okay, so your Cancer is in the 12th house. This means you might not be noticed for all your creative talents and stuff, or actually, it might be. Your Lilith is in Gemini, which makes you a fucking liar, and people don't want to see you act like a liar or a Gemini, a two-faced bitch, but you do it, and you're proud of it because you can be a good listener and communicator. And it's also in the 12th house, being an unconditional loving Pisces like suck up person who forgets people, and people don't want to see you do that either, but you do it anyways and you become proud of it. And people don't want to see you be into the supernatural spiritual stuff, but you do it anyways and you become proud and arrogant about it. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Your moon is in Pisces. This is your inner self, and this is how your mother treated you. And your fourth house is also in Virgo. So your mother showed you unconditional love, and but she couldn't take responsibility for you because she rather do drugs, and so you had to be taken care of by other people. But also in the public's field, either you had to be her father, like her mother, and her career, and your midheaven is in Pisces, which is you want to show everything spiritual in the atmosphere of your public image. You want to point at everybody who's miserable and be like, we need to help the people with AIDS. We need to help people who are poor and broken. They can't help themselves. We want to help the helpless. You know what I mean? And Jesus freaked this, Jesus freaked that. You know what I'm saying? Is that how you want to be remembered?
Yeah.
Yeah. And your moon reflects that, your relationship with your mother. And so you forgiving of your mother because you realize, oh, this is a dumb druggy bitch and she's overly spiritual, but I forgive her because she made me schizophrenic. You know what I mean? Um, and so you probably had to father your mother and help her with her career too, probably, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay, and your Mercury is in Leo, which means you're a really good explainer. Your third house is in Leo, so when you talk, people listen. Your Cancer rising, so you have a moon-shaped face, really youthful-looking face, and you're probably beautiful. Blah blah blah. Your purpose is to have this career. Your purpose is to be spiritual into the 10th house, midheaven, and Aries to be a leader too. You're a leader in a career, like you know what I mean, like in your career, whatever you're doing for work, hard work and stuff, and your public image. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to be the spiritual, um, psychic person, maybe in that field. You know what I mean? And okay, your Venus is in the second house, so you're actually looking for other people that are financially secure. You're looking for a sugar daddy who or mama who gets all the attention, and you want everyone to revolve around you, and you're looking for people to suck up to you, treat you like a king, and you are also the most generous person in a relationship. Like you will give anybody money and give them mixtapes, like you know, music tapes. Cancer is a sign of people who are super good at picking out music and creative music because you know they rather blaze their music up than have someone talk to them. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And you're dramatic in a relationship, like you're the overly generous person, but when someone else tries to pay you back, you kind of get mad and feel like you're not good enough because you thought that you were the one that were in charge of being the financial secure one. You know what I mean? But you're also looking for somebody who's already financially secure, and you probably get mooch off them because of the Venus in the second house. Does this make sense? Is this true?
Yeah, it's actually like scaring me how spot on it is.
Uh-huh. Your Mars is in Capricorn, so in sex you're really slow, and also seventh house. Your Mars is in the seventh house, so you're looking for uh someone who is like the shadow self of you, which is Capricorn. You think everybody else who has a career and is serious and disciplined um is opposite from you, and you think people who are you know like at war, like causes war and yells and screams and stuff like that is opposite from you. But your secret self is kind of like that too, but it's slow to anger and you're slow at sex. You just take your time. And also you don't want like just a one night stand. You want to turn it into like if you're going on a date with somebody, you bond with that person, you make sure that you make that person feel like that they're your boyfriend or your girlfriend. And you know, like y'all are dating. And then you can have that one night stand instead of just like, oh, I'm gonna go have sex with this person. You're just gonna like turn it into a relationship. You know what I mean? Is that how that is? Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, your Jupiter's in Pisces, which means if you aim at being a psychic, you could fucking be psychic. And it's also in the ninth house of higher learning and philosophy. So you will be expanding your knowledge, and your ninth house is in Aquarius. So you think everyone should be equal, everyone should be a friend, everyone, uh, you know, your higher self is, you know, the greater good, for the good is good. Your eighth house is also in Aquarius, so you will die just like your girlfriend. You know, as unexpected inheritance. You might just die just unexpectedly, and you might even have Alzheimer's because of that. And that's Aquarius's worst fear is getting Alzheimer's. And you know what I mean? That sucks. Your Pluto's in Scorpio, my generation, and your Pluto is in the oh god, fuck. The fifth house of, you know, the relationship with children and exotic random sex and creativity and isolation. So you can isolate yourself independently and you probably cuss around kids too. Like you just treat them like they're adults too, kind of, and you just don't realize that you don't have to put on a fucking fake persona in front of kids. You just are yourself, right? And then, and you're like, the medium between parties. Like at a party, one group says, I'm fucking going to the other room, and if y'all want to come with me, you go with me and be on my side because I'm tired of one person in this room. And you'll be like, well, I'm going to visit back and forth. I'm going to visit both groups and be the medium between both of them, make it fair. Like you want to be with that group and talk to them, and then you go back to the other group and you talk to them. Like that. Is that how you are?
Yeah, I tend to do that.
So you don't choose sides, you see both sides at a party and stuff like that. And Uranus is in retrograde, your Mars is in retrograde, your Saturn's in retrograde, and Sagittarius. So it means you're narrow-minded. Your Saturn's in Sagittarius. It's your life lessons, discipline, and it's in the fifth house. Oh, so this means you have to let go of being a narcissist. This means you have a crumbled ego. You're not allowed to be having this awesome, horrible, mean ego. If you do, you will learn lessons about it. Like it restrict you on having this flaming ego, and you have that probably. You're narrow-minded, and it takes it away from you, and then it makes you to where you don't have no desire at all to be in the public's eye. You have no desire to be an actor and actress, but you actually could be. You actually could be a very good actor and actress. You could actually be a beautiful looking fucking model or some shit, maybe, if yeah, on camera you probably look really pretty because the illusions that you give off will make you look like perfect and stuff and creative, the way you want to be, like Lady Gaga kind of stuff, like just all this creative bullshit in the public's eye. You'll look really good on camera because Pisces are real camera stuff. But anyways, the thing is, your Saturn is in the fifth house, which means you have such good expression and talent. Like you could be this super good drawer and painter, and you'd be like, no, that's just normal and mediocre. But to everybody else, they'll be like, holy fuck, your shit is the greatest fucking shit, and I don't see why you don't show this off. I mean, like, what's fuck wrong with you? You're such a good painter and drawer, but you're like, no, I'd rather not, because it's kind of like a threat when you're really good at something like that or acting or something. You could be given the opportunity to try out for being an actor and stuff, but you don't have no desire for it because you feel like bad about yourself. You're like, I don't think anyone's gonna care, and I can't do it because it's something restricts you from it and stuff. But you actually could do it. But it will be taken away from you if you're like, oh, I'm getting this fucking career. I'm getting this acting job. I got a part in a play. And y'all fuckers can just suck it because I'm so cool now. I'm a fucking narcissist. I love me and I don't care about nobody else. Then the next day they'll be like, well, you know what? We don't need you for this part anymore. You can fuck off because you're a piece of shit. Bye, narcissist. Right?
Yeah.
You'll be punished from that because it's your own karma. But everybody else, if they act like a narcissist asshole and they don't have Saturn in the fifth house or Leo, then they'll be like, oh, fuck me. I'm awesome. Look at me. I'm going to be the star of the show. And you can go suck it. And I'm the queen and y'all are losers. And I'm going to belittle you. And they get away with it. But you don't. You're not allowed to get away with stuff like that. You're supposed to have a healthy ego. And if you don't, it will teach you how to have this healthy, wonderful ego and a better heart. And also, if you throw parties, you will be the most excellent at making party games, getting everybody together, and it's your responsibility because no one else will do it. Like in the family, like you could get all your family members together and have a party, and you would be successful at it because it's your responsibility, and it'd be all the but all the stress would be on you, but you would like make it amazing and a perfect party. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, it does.
So you're like supposed to be athletic and learn how to know yourself and your soul and have this career, be in the public's eye. You're supposed to be like the spiritual guru or something. Is no, yeah, in the public's eye. Yep, is your purpose, the gain, and yep. So
I'm sorry, what was that?
your purpose is like athletic stuff and be a hero, stick up for people, and be the spiritual person like Pisces, Aries people, or be the people that you learn from the most in Capricorns and your career, and that's what you came here to gain as a public image and to know yourself, to be who you are, to be the I am, and to be a leader. Every time you find yourself being a leader, that's part of your purpose, to gain just that characteristic on your way to the whole entire life of your life, all through your life, you know, until you unexpectedly die. In social media. Yeah,
Alzheimer's.
yeah, maybe Alzheimer's, maybe not, but like it has to do with the mind and your calves, your ankles, I don't know. That's what Aquarius rules, and skin, skin, who knows? Um, and social media, people know about it, know you know about your death, hopefully. I don't know. Ah, that's crazy. Groovy. And traveling will be an opportunity you'll have, and you'll learn lessons through doing that and stuff. So there you go. Does that make sense to you? Does that relate to you?
Oh yeah, it does.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, grooviness.
I was gonna say, am I part of the retarded people?
Yeah, everyone's retarded. But anyways, also your Saturn's in the fifth house, which means that you feel weird about having fun. Like you feel awkward at parties and having, like you're having fun when you think you should be working and going back to work, and that's more fun for you to be on those kind of projects instead of, socializing and having fun, because you know what I mean? And you probably drink every weekend, because this is what a placement everyone drinks like once a week or twice every weekend. And that's how they think they're having fun, because they can't get any relief because they feel stuck and restricted on their options, which they really don't. They don't really have to be that restrictive. Does that sound like you too?
Yeah, it does. I'm a drunken bitch.
Well, that's terrible. And having fun, it makes them feel awkward. They feel like they rather work than play. Is that like you?
Yeah, when I'm at parties, I just feel like I'd be doing something like productive, like working or something.
Mm-hmm.
I like working.
Right. There you go. And that's what that means, is what I've seen through other people who have this placement. And they have a crumbled ego, But they're supposed to let go of being a narcissist. They're not supposed to be a fucking narcissist asshole bitch. That's what they need to learn,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So, yeah. And you're also narrow-minded because your Saturn's in Sagittarius. Means you are a complete retard. And you travel. Do you ever travel and learn lessons through that? Like you might have hard lessons to learn while you're traveling and going on adventures. And it gives you opportunity to do that and go get out there. Huh?
Well, I'll probably travel in the future.
Okay. Well, you'll learn something, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, boredom. That's all you have to learn, is just have to have fucking fun. That's it. And
So it's pretty much saying I'm boring.
it doesn't mean you're boring. No, it means that you can be very expressive and creative as fuck, and you're very talented, but you just feel restricted and like, I'm not as good as anybody else, but you fucking probably are. So, you know what I mean? Like, are you a really good painter or drawer?
I used to play guitar really good.
See, you could play guitar, and no one's discovered that about you. Make some spiritual fucking music and put in the public's eye, and everybody be like, wow, that's your purpose. Doesn't mean you have to be really, 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 really popular with anything just because that's your purpose. It just means that that's what you want to do, and that's for you. You know, your purpose is for you, to gain for you. And it's in the public's image and the public's eye, so you have to get out there and be a leader. Even if you're leading like just 5 people or something, or 20 people, that's your purpose. To gain that knowledge of being a type of hero and a leader, Aries, you know, to gain the identity of who you are. It doesn't matter how you learn how that is. It's just your purpose to add to your life. And do things without thinking, you know, take risks and all this bullshit. And, you know, fun athletic stuff. You know?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like what I'm doing.
Yeah. And don't be a hypocrite anymore, because you already learned about marriage and being Libra and being having no confrontation. You already learned how to be all that and be beautiful and charming and, you know, arm candy crap. So you teach that, but you're supposed to you know, start going for the Aries thing, which is the polarity opposite. It's going to sports or some bullshit too, or whatever, just athletic stuff. I don't know. Yeah, and you're a liar, Lilith and Gemini, I think. Whatever's clever.
So I'm pretty much a egotistical, lying, hypocritical asshole.
Yeah.
That
narrow-minded too.
Selfless.
And you're not circumcised if you're a Cancer sign. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm not circumcised.
Exactly. I'm fucking always ask people stuff so I can gain that characteristic stuff. And plus, yeah, your Mars is in Capricorn, so you're slow at sex. Blah blah blah. But oh well.
Yeah, I suck at sex.
Well, whatever. And what were you saying other than that? And what's your favorite color? Blue? Is it? Most Cancer signs like light blue.
I like light blue, but I usually lean to purple.
Purple. I love lavender and beige. Yay.
Oh yeah, I love lavender too.
Groovy. So you come off as yourself. Your Cancer sign rising. Yep. So Groovy's.
And is it talking about like something that's kind of like military?
Yeah, that would be something. It doesn't mean that, oh, you're meant to do this. It just means you came here to gain purpose through something like that. Or it could be anything, you know? Purpose, you can make purpose out of anything. You could be the leader of fucking horses or some shit. It's just part of the plan to add this characteristic and life to your own soul. I mean, you know, nothing's just planned out. It's just you go and do this, and that's what you came here to do because you wanted that, because you never did that. You lack this and that type shit. And you just came here to gain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And stuff. Yeah.